Welcome to our series, The Bhagavad Gita for All. Namaskar. Chapter 18, Mokṣha Sanyās Yog, or the Yog of Release by Renunciation.
Yajñadana tapak karma natyajyam karyamev tat yajño danan tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam.
In the last episode, we familiarized ourselves with the difference between sannyas and tyag. It's time to understand a bit more today. Renunciation is a part of life. Unknowingly, people give up on things day in and day out. Think back to a time when you sacrificed sleep to complete an important task. Mothers have done it more often than not. Think of when you gave up on your comfort for a better tomorrow. Just because it doesn't seem like this big sacrifice, it doesn't mean that your act of giving up didn't matter. Shri Krishna tells Arjun that he is going to share his final verdict on renunciation. For this, he'll categorize this very act of giving up in three. He tells Arjun that one must not give up on the acts of sacrifice or yajna, charity or dan, and penance or tapa, because these activities help individuals grow spiritually. Let's extrapolate. Remember, back in school, we'd begin the academic year with these new notebooks, all fresh and crisp and clean. Each week, you added information to that book, things that you learned, concepts that you were introduced to, and noting down your observations. By the end of the year, that book is no longer empty. It's symbolic of your growth. In a similar way, you were born a clean slate. Your interactions and experiences in the real world helped you grow and understand life. In those experiences, you may have sacrificed one thing for a better something, helped someone in need, or you may have taken a back seat for a wrongdoing. All these actions led to your spiritual growth, and hence yajna, dan and tapa play an important role in your life. But there is a catch. These acts need to be performed selflessly. You could consider it as an offering to the Supreme Lord. If that is difficult to imagine, then try not to think of the rewards of the action. Perform it as your stipulated duty. If you're going to make someone thank you each day for the charity you did, or sound out your sacrifice, you might as well not do it. We went hard, right? If you decide to give up on the focus on the results of your action, or give up on the uncertain, unrighteous actions, or certain desires, then you're moving on the right path. But Shri Krishna tells Arjun that giving up or renouncing your prescribed duties is you falling into the trap of the mode of ignorance. Your prescribed duties are exactly what they are, prescribed for you, spelled out for you. You need to stick to doing them because of responsibility, because they discipline your mind, because they teach you tolerance, and this is your way to reach higher up the ladder. And that too through your own actions. These duties will change as you find yourself elevated in your path. You'll know this as you become more aware of yourself. Spiritual aspirations have made some believe that in order to be closer to the higher path, the Creator, one has to give up on everything. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You need to be more present, take on higher roles and more responsibilities to make the most of this life that's bestowed upon you. You are required to keep a cool, maintain your own peace of mind as you take on more on your plate. This has been the basis of the Gita all throughout. Arjun's dilemma began because he didn't know what's the best possible action given his family feud. Shri Krishna all throughout made him understand that no matter what, above everything else is his duty. and right now his duty was to fight and to be the warrior that he was trained to be. Dhanyavad.